federal government, right? Before that, the government was not into as many programs and didn't have as big a role. During the New Deal, when they were trying to pull it, like you say, pull it out of the Great Depression, they started putting those programs into protect people like Social Security and those kinds of things. So the New Deal is designed, I mean, not designed, but it greatly increased the size and scope of the federal government. That's where a lot of the big programs come from now. So the New Deal, we're going to throw that one out. What was that? What was that?
World War
II, 400. Close that category out. Who chose that over here? So now it's over. Maxine? What do you got, Maxine?
Foreign policy.
400?
Hello?
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 Yes?
Hi, do you have Anthony Richards?
I do.
You do? Could you send him to the office?
You bet, he's on his way.
Okay, thank
He already left.
What is generally at the root of ethnic groups' interest in U.S. foreign policy? Meaning, when U.S. interest groups in the United States are fighting for foreign policy, what do they use? What's usually their main influence? What are they looking to do? It's kind of a tricky question. Steel is over here this time. Yeah,
Benefit your own country.
that's correct, right? Good job. Right? They help people. So if Cuban Americans are trying to influence foreign policy, they're not really as much concerned about helping the United States in the long run. They're more concerned with helping people back in Cuba, right? Whether they're helping the governments work together, help the people in their native homelands. Mainly the ethnic groups are mainly concerned with U.S. foreign policy and how it's going to help people back where they came from. Is that foreign policy 400? You got that right? Who picked that? Maxine's over. You're up. Civil rights 300. Let's do these quick. We got a few left. How did World War II set the stage for the rise of the modern civil rights movement? I'm going 5 seconds a question. We're going to finish this up. 5, 4, 3. Steel is over here. Yes.
African Americans, they fought for their countries and have the right to fight for their rights.
Correct. Right? African American soldiers are returning from war, fighting over there for freedom. Then they come back to the United States, the country they're fighting for, and they're discriminated against. People weren't happy with that. Good job. Was that category 4, 300? 300. All right. It was, who chose that? Oh, back over here. You're up. Even though you've already got 500 points. See if you can get more. It's going big. What initial European power colonized Vietnam? Woo! You guys on fire. You're making it a game. Over here. You're up.
Civil rights 100, please.
500, so I'll switch. Why did the Freedom Riders attack interstate transportation?
Because it was a federal law that said the buses were supposed to be desegregated and they could travel wherever they wanted, but states, they didn't. They were willing to test the states if they were willing to follow federal law.
Exactly. They attacked because of the federal law, right? Not just states. What'd you have? Civil rights 400?
And then the miscellaneous was 500. Oh, but we didn't do 400.
That was a 400 question, right? And what did you have? 500 question, right?
Oh, you gave it to us.
I gave it to you. All right. Good job. Over here. 4 questions left.
With the rights of 400.
foreign exchange rate now floats. What did it used to be tied to? I mean, now it fluctuates with the market. It used to be tied to one thing.
Load.
What'd you say? Gold? Is that what you said? Correct. Good job. Gold. It's still anybody's game. Still 1,400 points on the board. Everybody here has gotten it. Have you gotten it yet? No.
Okay. Let's go with foreign policy for 500.
Foreign policy 500. Name 3 key factors in the U.S. interest in Israel. That's why we did the warm-up activity, right? Should have 3 bullets. That's right. I need.
Wait, I thought it's individual.
It is. It's individual. You ready?
Qualification.
Go.
Oil.
No.
5,
The
4.
fact that Israel is the only
3.
country that America has.
No.
2, 1.
2. No. Over here. Who's stepping up? Who's speaking for the group? I tell you, speaking for the group.
Hurry.
Go. That's right. Oil.
That strategically that the U.S. can land planes and
Correct.
nuclear
2.
weapons there. The Jewish power can protect one in the U.S.
In the U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give him that. Right?
Sloppy.
Oil, strategic ally base for suppliers, strong U.S. Jewish lobby. I give you that. Good job.
Still a win.
Yes. Got this, guys.
Okay, 2 questions left. It's over, who was that last? It's over here, right?
Oh, we don't want that.
You went, yeah, she did gold, so it's back over here. Tyler. To reset. Okay, 2 questions. Exchange rate for 500. If the yen rate drops to 57 yen to the dollar, what happens to Japan's exports? Correct. And that just on the. All right. Dale is up for this.
Oh, no.
Dale's like the field goal kicker, right? Hang out all game. You're gonna be a hero, or you're gonna
I don't even know what that's about.
Oh, yeah, it's miscellaneous.
I can tell you this. This was this 3 questions or special questions that Mr. Hogan brought up that said, "You better know."
Oh.
So no pressure, but I don't know if you're your team, you're also disappointed, Mr. Hogan. What was another name for the Axis powers during World War II?
Five.
I'm sorry? Great power? No. This group, anybody? You got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Back over here. Triple alliance? No. Now it's open to anybody.
No one.
Nope.
Oh, that was an answer. Okay, never mind.
Nope.
Dang it.
Axis power during World War. Anybody? It's open for the steal.
Yes, people.
What's that?
That's it. Should I just throw it out there?
Yeah, you got nothing to lose. I'll take it, yes. No. Throw it out there.
Tornado.
No.
Just note that, man.
It ends with the word powers. No?
Like European power? No.
Think back. It ends with powers.
That's too bad.
One word.
What?
Not Austin Powers. Anybody? You got any more clues for me?
No, one more clue.
No more.
There's no clue.
What's the problem? Nobody has a clue.
What's the first letter?
Okay.
4,
Three.
3, 2, 1.
Rare.
Team 2. Hey, listen up. Let me wrap this up here. I can tell right now everybody's been paying attention because you guys got almost every single question. Not one question went that somebody didn't get, except for the central powers. And that was a ways back, right? That was a refresh. So it came down to that question. Pretty close. But seriously, everybody, most people even got their individual questions. I think you guys are good to go. The lesson objectives, like you said, the bullets that we wrote down, those are important. As long as you have those 3 bullets, right? Because I can tell you, a week ago, if we'd asked that foreign policy question, I can guarantee the whole class wouldn't raise their hand and know all 3 bullets, right? Now at least you got something to write from, that's all. Because there's no really right or wrong answer on that. So for the homework assignment, instead of the standards, I want you to think a little bit more encompassing the whole thing. I had 2 prompts written up, but I'm going to change it just to 1 because I was shocked how much you still remembered of the civil rights and the World War II. People still remembered, you guys still remember quite a bit of that. Exchange rates, you still knew quite a bit on too. I guess that's because we live over here and we all know a little bit different as far as how it works. But for the homework assignment, what I want you to write down, and you can get out a piece of paper here in a second, is I want you to pretend you are the president and you're going to rewrite our foreign policy. All right? I want you to write what you think the direction our foreign policy should take. You think we should still be doing the same, taking the same role we do in the Middle East? Do you think we should be allowing businesses to head overseas? Whatever it is you feel strongly about for foreign policy, I want you to write like you're the president, you can make the decision right now and you're going to rewrite the foreign policy. All right? So I'll give you about 10 minutes to write something down and get a couple bullets on here before we review a little bit more, all right? So take out a piece of paper, you got about 10 minutes to write that up. And stick with the bullets.